Hi everyone, and welcome to this section of our Unit M for website design. In the eText, the portion is called integrating a Facebook account with a website. Unfortunately, due to some Facebook changes, there we have an issue because of when the text was published, we were able to do all the correct code. Now we've got a little bit of an issue, and I'll show you that now. As you can see from our steps in eText, they are wanting us to use the like box portion, which we no longer can now that it's been deprecated. And you can see that it wants us to use the new page plugin instead. So we're going to work around this. So your figures from your text will look a little bit different than what you'll actually have on your web page, but we're going to work through it together. Now, since we're changing it up a little bit, we're going to be starting with our Lakeland Reads Bed and Breakfast website, and you can find that in your student files. I'll show you those here in a minute. And what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this picture, and we are going to add some information to the right. You'll see that and below. So we're going to have the like and share display there, as well as a live feed from Facebook for IMDb. So we're going to go ahead and take a look now, and I'll show you real quick that you can see our feeds here do match what's currently being streamed or fed there on the IMDb Facebook page. And here is our plugin for using, kind of tied in with our book, for seeing the Cengage Brain Facebook page. And you can see we have over 17,000 likes there, and we added the share. So if we take a look at their Facebook page, you can see we have over 17,000 likes here. So let's go ahead and jump into completing our first several steps for integrating not only a Facebook account with a website, but we're going to add a little bit to it. Alright, so for Unit M, we will be using the Unit M data files in the Unit folder. You can see we have our HTML M-1 file, which we will be renaming to index.html. And of course, you'll go in and you'll put your information in there for your first and last name, and then, like I said, go ahead and save it as index.html. Then we'll start looking at our plugins here. So go ahead and take care of that, and then come back and we'll get started. Alright, our first step is to go into our browser, and we're going to open up the following site. We're going to go to http://developers.facebook.com/docs/plugins. And just kind of take a look at the page, and it says it wants you to click the like box link, which obviously we don't have it, so you can click on the like button instead. Alright, as you look at this page, what we're going to do is we're going to, in the Facebook page URL box down here, we're going to change this to reflect our facebook.com Cengage Brain site. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, now I've got that text put in there. Alright, and the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and look at, let's go ahead and include show friends, which I have not got to get this to work yet. And you can see that it's clicked here, but we're not seeing any faces down here. Now if we uncheck that, no change. If we uncheck the share button, you'll see that the share disappears. So I think it might just be a Facebook issue, but so we're just going to go ahead and leave those checked so we can get our code. Alright, you can see that we're given a JavaScript SDK code, and down here we are given our code for our plugin. First of all, we're just going to go ahead and copy this and paste it in to our HTML file. So let's go ahead and do that now. And we are going to want to paste this just after the body here. So let's go ahead and add a line there. We'll paste our code in. Alright, so that way it gets set up right away. Now next we're going to scroll down, and we are going to go where our figure element is, and we're going to get rid of the content of our figure element. So you can see here's our figure element. Let's go ahead and just get rid of this. Alright, now we are going to paste our other code in. Here's where the issue comes up. We're going to go ahead and use the iframe tag rather than what Facebook gives us. And here's a look at that code now. Now, since this Facebook widget is a widget, we will be using the inline frame or iframe source code, which acts as a kind of a self-contained web page within the HTML document where it's located. And these are commonly used to present content from other websites while preserving formatting and presentation that may look quite different from the surrounding web page. So let's go ahead and we're going to tweak this a little bit to meet our needs. So I will go ahead and show you that code now. Alright, so using the figure as our kind of template, we'll tweak it a little bit here, we'll paste it now, so you can see what the changes we've made. Is we are using the iframe tag, so we've got our Facebook plugins, so that's our path. Facebook, we're using Cengage Brain, that's the Facebook page we want to use. And what we did here is we're going to change our show faces to true so that we can, even though it's not going to work, we're going to set that to true just in case some weird thing actually works. And then we've changed share to true as well. So let's go ahead and save this and see the change to our page. All right, I'll go ahead and refresh now, and hopefully we'll see that change. We should see the image disappear and our Facebook widget pop up. As you can see, it worked as we expected, thankfully. Now, if you have an issue, just go back and look at the steps again. Make sure you have both pieces of code inserted where I showed you in the text file. Now, it's just because our steps were a little messed up in our book, I want to go ahead and add a stream. So we're going to go ahead and show you the Facebook stream for IMDb. Hey guys, before we move into the stream, I just wanted to show you that, like I said, I have been trying to get it to show the faces. I just don't know if it's a Facebook thing or not. As you see in their code, it's not working either. But in case you were looking through the website, wanted you to see that I really did try to make it work. I went down here and I also changed my syntax here from show_faces to data-show-faces. That did not work either. And I'll show you. Got the code right here, tried it as well, didn't work, so hopefully they'll get it fixed and we'll see some results. So don't get too stressed out about your widget not looking the same as it does in figure M-3. We've got the technique down, we've done what we can. At this point it's just up to Facebook to get that fixed. So let's just go ahead and move on and get to our stream. Okay, once again here with our Facebook developer page, there's no show stream box for us to check or uncheck. So we're going to just build this in a different way, and I'll show you that in our text editor right now. Okay, we're going to use some more inline frame code, and I want to do this in the main body of our work here. So let's just go into where our main text is, that on our website, where it says Lakeland Reads is a rustic bed and breakfast. So we're going to go here in our main text area. Let's just go ahead and add a line here. We're going to put that inline code. Looks awful familiar, doesn't it? And it is a little bit different, and you can look at those changes and you can see that we've got a few more identifiers here. Once again, we've set the show faces to true. So just take a look at that. And also up here, let's go ahead and save this before we get any further. Before we refresh our page, I want to just show one more thing, that this is where, in this code here, I have identified IMDb as the Facebook page that we want to get our feed from. So let's go ahead, now that we've looked at that, let's refresh our page and see if our change takes effect. Alright, you can see I haven't refreshed yet, so let's go ahead and do it now. And hopefully we will see our feed show up here right underneath this text. And it did, and you can see that a feed has changed since I started the video. So now there's some new information there. So we know that our feed is definitely working. So as something gets posted on the IMD website and our page gets refreshed, we will see the new information. Guys, that's it for integrating some Facebook account information with our website. We'll be moving on to the next part. The next video will be integrating a Twitter account feed. Essentially the same thing as what we just did for Facebook. We will just use another social media aspect. So thanks for viewing, and hopefully you'll move on to the next section so you can see the code that we're going to use for the Twitter widget.